Well, if life's demands have you feeling a bit stressed, perhaps a trip to Arkansas's only Benedictine monastery can help you find some inner peace. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley and photojournalist Michael Gabbert made a pilgrimage of their own to Subiaco Abbey, and they have more now. Andrew.
If you've ever driven between Russellville and Fort Smith on Highway 22, you may have seen what looks like a castle perched in the foothills of the Ouachita Mountains. Overlooking the Arkansas River Valley like a watchful guardian, Subiaco Abbey has been home to Benedictine monks since 1878. Today, there are just over 30 monks who live at the Abbey. They live by the central tenet of the Benedictine order, ora et labora, or prayer and work.
Over the years, it gets to be, it's a stable place. It doesn't change. The people can come here and find a lot of times the same people, certainly the same place. And so in a society that's very mobile, this is kind of a stable anchor for their faith.
The Abbey is well known for having a Catholic high school for boys, but it also hosts retreats and has guest lodging for those seeking respite from the outside world.
There's a peacefulness here that they don't have in their lives, whether it be in a big city or a small town. They're very busy. People are very active, lots of noise. When they come here, they can kind of step away from that. A little bit of solitude, a little bit of time for rest and retreat and prayer.
Father Boland says once upon a time he too had inner turmoil in his life.
Aggressive, very driven, and very unbalanced for most of my life. And I found myself always chasing, and never having a balance.
Even after finding his passion for Christ, Father Boland says it wasn't until he became a part of the Subiaco Brotherhood of Monks that he found not just balance, but structure.
There's times when I'm supposed to be working, there's times when I'm supposed to be praying, and if I follow the schedule, I get my balance. So now, after doing it for 20 years, I can't live without it.
Subiaco Abbey played a central role in bringing settlers to southwest Arkansas in the late 1800s. Back then, in the Wild West days, the land was nearly as lawless as the Indian territory it bordered to the west. So, the St. Meinrad Arch Abbey in Indiana was asked to plant an abbey there to attract settlers. But not just any, Roman Catholic Bavarians.
The railroad petitioned the abbey, the Arch Abbey, to bring monks to Logan County, Arkansas, to build a church and a school with German-speaking monks, and that was to minister to the German immigrants that the railroad was recruiting to build the railroad short line between Little Rock and Fort Smith.
Like its parent abbey, Subiaco planted its own monasteries, one in Nigeria in the 1960s and one in Belize in the 70s. Father Richard Walls was asked by the abbot in 1975 if he would head the Santa Familia Priory in Belize.
He asked me to go down there, and I was there, and whereas other people got sick, I got fat.
But both monasteries have since shut down. The one in Nigeria because of civil war a few short years after it was founded, and the one in Belize in 2003 for very different reasons.
It didn't work out because we didn't have enough people who were interested, first of all, in being monks. A lot of people had a number of the right characteristics for to become a monk, but it was mingled with this idea that they wanted to get to the States. And some of them, that was the primary drive. They didn't care about anything else, they just wanted to get to the States.
But Walls didn't come back empty-handed. He returned with habanero peppers the monks had been making hot sauce with.
I basically grew peppers from seeds of a pepper, of an habanero pepper that I brought back from Belize. And I've been growing from those same seeds. Every year I've saved seeds from the peppers that we grow.
And from those peppers, the beloved monk sauce was born.
We knew there was a market for it here. People really like hot sauce, and they like hot sauce.
Channel 7 is told one monk at the Abbey has a habit of spiking the queso at mealtime with a whole bottle of this stuff. The Abbey also grows other vegetables and fruits, like grapes. According to the monks, whether it gets turned into wine or jam depends on who wins. All in all, the Abbey has about 1,600 acres, including pasture for its livestock and woods for its timber business. When monks die, they are buried here on the grounds, watching over the river valley. You get the sense this place exists outside of time, but But unfortunately, it may not last forever. All around the country, monastic institutions are facing a decline in membership and even closure.
There's a big change in the 1960s in culture and in the church. And since that time, a lot of the traditional monasteries and so on have been diminishing. So at the height of this monastery in the 1950s, it was about 125 members.
With just over 30 monks these days, the abbey has gotten closer to the 12-monk minimum canonically required for it to remain an abbey. But as in all things, the brothers have faith.
We don't really know what's coming, and we don't really project a whole lot about that. We think we're called to be here right now to do what we're doing, and God will take it from there.
If you'd like to visit Subiaco Abbey, rooms are $65 for one person a night, and $25 will pay for 3 meals a day at their cafeteria, where you can have all the monk sauce you want. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
Okay, and look out for the queso. Andrew, thanks very much. For more on Subiaco and its history, visit KATV.com.